Good day everyone. Welcome to Project E-Dream for Grade 10 Mathematics. This is Mr. Maurice Merlas from High Wheels Integrated School. Are you ready for our lesson for today? Of course you are. So now, let's start. So our lesson for today is about finding the general term of a sequence. At the end of this video, you are expected to find the formula for the general term of a sequence given sum of its term. So in finding the general term of a sequence, here are some steps. Number 1, write the given terms. Number 2, study the pattern rule. Number 3, check if the expression or the formula fits the given values by substitution. If yes, it is already the formula for the general term of the sequence. If it is not, adjust the formula by adding or subtracting an expression that makes it suitable to the given. So let's have some examples. Give the formula for the end of the sequence 6, 12, 18, and 24. So first step is we have to write the given sequence 6, 12, 18, and 24. So the next step is we have to study the pattern rule. So 6 becomes 12, 12 becomes 18, and 18 becomes 24. Since we repeat adding 6 to each value of the term, as you can see, the first row are equal. So we got the pattern. So the formula should be linear. So the short way is to use multiplication expression, and that is a sub n is equal to 6n. So the third step is to check if the expression or the formula fits the given value by substitution. So since our 6, 12, 18, and 24 is our first, second, third, and fourth term of the sequence, therefore we have to substitute n by 1, 2, 3, and 4 successively. So a sub 1 is equal to 6. A sub 2 is equal to 12. A sub 3 is equal to 18. And a sub 4 is equal to 24. Does it fit the given value by substitution? So let's check. So 6 times 1. So we have to substitute 1 to n. Therefore, 6 times 1 is 6, which is our first term. So 6 times 2, which is 12, which is our second term. So 6 times 3 is 18, which is our third term. And 6 times 4 is equal to 24, which is 24. And that is our first to fourth term. So the formula in this sequence is a sub n is equal to 6n. So now let's have another example. Give the formula for the end of the sequence 3, 7, 11, and 15. First step is we have to write the given sequence. Next is we have to study the pattern rule. So 3 becomes 7, 7 becomes 11, and 11 becomes 15. As you can see again, we repeat adding 4 to each value of the term. As you can see that you have to add 4 to each term. Since the first row are equal, we got the pattern. So the formula should be linear. And the short way to write this is by using multiplication expression, and that is a sub n is equal to 4n. Now, we have to substitute n by 1, 2, 3, and 4 successively, since that is our first, second, and third up to fourth term. So a sub 1 is equal to 3. So substitute 1 to n. So 4 times 1 is equal to 4. But we have to get 3. So therefore, we had to subtract 1 to fit the given value to the first term, which is 3. So we have to substitute 2 to n. So 4 times 2 is 8, but our second term is 7. So we have to subtract 1 to get 7. Then multiply 3 by 4, so that is 12. But the third term is 11. So we have to subtract by 1. And the fourth term, we have to multiply 4 by 4, so that is 16. But our fourth term is 15. So therefore, we have to subtract it by 1. So the formula in this sequence, 3, 7, 11, 15, is a sub n is equal to 4n minus 1. That's it. Now, let's have our last example. So give the formula for the end of the sequence negative 2, 1, 6, and 13. First step, we have to write the given sequence. So negative 2 becomes 1, 1 becomes 6, and 6 becomes 13. So by studying the rule or the pattern, so negative 2 becomes 1, so we have to add 3. So 1 becomes 6, so we have to add 5. And 6 becomes 13, we have to add 7. So the first row are not equal. So therefore, we didn't get the pattern yet. So to get the pattern, so we had to study the pattern in the second row, which is 3 becomes 5 and 5 becomes 7. So 3 becomes 5, so that is we have to add 2, and 5 becomes 7, so we have to add 2. So as you can see, we repeat adding 2 to each value of the term. Since the second row are equal, we got the pattern. So the formula should be quadratic. And the short way is by using quadratic expression, and that is a sub n is equal to n squared. And the next step is we have to check if the expression or the formula fits the given value by substitution. So we have to substitute 1, 2, 3, and 4 as our first, second, and third to fourth term of the sequence. So therefore, a sub 1 is equal to negative 2, and that is equal to 1 squared. But we have to get negative 2. So to get negative 2, so we have to subtract it by 3. So a sub 2 is equal to 1. But if we have to substitute n by 2, 2 squared is equal to 4. So to get 1, we have to subtract it by 3. So for our third term, which is 6, so 3 squared is equal to 9. But we have to get 6. So we have to subtract it by 3. And the fourth term is 4 squared, which is 16, but we have to get 13. So therefore, we have to subtract by 3. So the formula of this sequence is a sub n is equal to n squared minus 3. So take note of this. So if we can create a formula for the general term of a sequence, it can help us to easily find any nth term of the sequence. So I give you a final thought for today. Just because something is difficult doesn't mean you shouldn't try. It just means you should try harder. And with that, keep safe everyone. Good day. Bye-bye.